The New South Wales Premier is touring flood-affected communities in the Hunter today as he faces pressure to help prevent future flood disasters. As Julia Bradley reports, the region is entering recovery mode.
Flood-affected communities are slowly getting back on their feet. In Broke, the Army is assisting with deliveries of food and fresh water. A truckload of ADF personnel arrived on Friday morning to help transform the local community hall into an information and evacuation centre. It's a team effort with local coal miners from nearby Bulga, which was also evacuated, on hand to assist.
Look, we started making some phone calls yesterday afternoon just to see what we can do. We've got a couple of guys on the ground here now, doing what we can do.
The Army is also helping newly returned residents clean up their homes and is distributing clean mattresses. Some homes are still surrounded by water. Power lines are down and sections of road have been washed away.
Over the past 48 hours, we have been able to get into some of those communities where the floodwaters has receded. And we're seeing damage assessments being undertaken. Some rivers will remain up with warnings through to early next week. And obviously then we've got all the asset damage, so the roads, the power, the water network and the telecommunications infrastructure that needs to be assessed.
The New South Wales Premier and Emergency Services Minister are also touring the region. Dominic Perrottet received a briefing from authorities on the flood situation and surveyed the devastation from the air.
With Minister Cook today flying above the Hunter and Maitland areas to see the impact not just on homes, on businesses, on farms and agriculture, but the public infrastructure of roads that have been impacted by this event here is a common experience right across the state.
The Premier is facing pressure to raise the wall of the Warragamba Dam by 14 metres to help mitigate the flood risk.
We're committed to the project. We've never not been. We've always said from the outset that this is something, work that we would be doing to raise that wall, and now we're in a position where it's gone through the various cabinet processes here in New South Wales and has been presented to the Commonwealth Government for a 50-50 joint funding arrangement. This is a project in the billions of dollars. It is not a simple project, but we are committed to it.
Conditions are easing and thankfully the sun is shining once again, but it's going to take these communities a long time to recover.